Hello everyone, Lansei Mechanist here with another World of Warships Legends showcase. We are doing the Tier 2 vessels now. Last night we did the Americans. We had planned to do the Japanese, but technical issues resulted in half of the video I had recorded being deleted. So, instead we will be doing the Japanese tonight. We'll be doing a Tier 2 about every night, or I'll try to. But tonight we're going to be doing the Japanese. Okay, well, for the Tier 2, again, like the Americans, we have two ships. We have a destroyer, the Wakatake, and a cruiser, the Tenryu. Now then, let's start with the cruiser, as it's the first ship you unlock after you advance from Tier 1. As you can see, you come from the Chikuma to the Tenryu. You have two upgrades, and then you've got the Wakatake, and then you go into Tier 3. But the Tenryu is what we're talking about at the moment. She is a she is basically a kind of a light cruiser. She has 3 ammunition types. She has high explosive shells, armor-piercing shells, and torpedoes. This means that she can effectively hold her own against larger ships, which means it's occasionally when you do Tier 2 PvP, you may be put into a Tier 3 match or up-tiered, where you've got battleships and carriers. The Tenryu is capable of holding its own in an up-tiered match. The only downside is she still only has one consumable. That is the damage control party. Hold on a moment. But yeah, the damage control party is the only consumable. She's got slots for 5 boosters, and of course the camouflage. Let's see. Her stats, her survivability is pretty good. It's not as good as the American cruiser, which had almost, I think it was 20,000 health. She's got 17,700. Her armor is also a lot thinner, only from 6 to 63 millimeters. Excuse me. Her main battery, she's got 4 cannons, 140 millimeters, effective firing range of 11 kilometers, reload time of 6 seconds, turn time of 21 seconds. Maximum maximum HE damage is 2400, fire chance is 10%, AP damage is 2700. Her torpedoes, she's got 2 triple tube launchers. These are in the center of the ship, center line. 533 millimeter, a reload time of 58 seconds, a minute, a turn time of 7 seconds. Maximum damage is 9,067. Torpedoes are detectable at the torpedo detectability is 1.2 kilometers, so practically right, they won't really notice the torpedoes are there until you're practically right on top of them, but they still might have a chance to get out of the way. The range is 7 kilometers, so farther than the American torpedoes on the destroyer that we showed last night. But the trade-off is that they are a little bit slower at 57 knots, whereas the American torpedoes, I believe, were 59 knots. Her AA defense, now like the Americans, you do not actually get AA defenses until you unlock or purchase the hull B, the Type B hull. Her anti-air is basic, 176 millimeter 3rd year type cannon, and 2 13 millimeter type 93 machine guns. Her maneuverability, though, is excellent. She has a very high top speed of 33 knots, meaning she can keep pace with the destroyer. Her turning circle radius is 560 meters. Rudder shift time is about 4 seconds, so she's quick to maneuver. Her concealment is also pretty good. It's a lot better than some of the other cruisers on here at 79. Detectability range by sea is 8.5 kilometers. After firing, main gun is 11 kilometers. If ship's on fire, it's 10 kilometers, 10 and a half, give or take. Detectability by air is 5 kilometers. After firing, main gun is 7.9, almost 8 kilometers. When ship is on fire is 8 kilometers. Her guaranteed detectability range is 2 kilometers, and when firing a smoke is 3.5 kilometers. Her guaranteed detectability is basically means you are staring her right in the face, and she is laughing at you. This is her armor. Let's see. This is her fore and aft end armor. As you can see, it is thin. Apologies, I had to sneeze. Her armor thickness is 6 to 14 millimeters on the hull, fore and aft. Going up to her superstructure, again, lightly armored, 6 to 14 for the superstructure, the smokestacks, the aft castle, the forecastle, except for the command housing, which is 34 to 75 millimeters thick. The weapons, her main battery mount armor, she's got 4 shielded turrets. Again, that means the shielding turrets, they are covered from the sides, the front, and the top, but the backs are open. They have a maximum armor thickness of about 25 to 26 millimeters, so they're actually protected. Unless they're turned away and someone launches a shell through the back. Then you're exposed, practically. Okay. Finally is the Citadel. Now, the Citadel has 3 different colors to it. The first is the orange, the 34 to 75 millimeters. You can see, let's see, from the back, she's got an armored belt, and the front, they're all well armored. Her top section, protecting from plunging fire, is 25 to 26 millimeters. Her lower section, protecting from torpedoes, is thinner at 17 to 24 millimeters. Let's see. Yeah, the athwart ship is the rear facing and the fore facing. That's the armor belt. The Citadel bottom. Citadel deck. That's the other face. And the plating. But yeah, that's her armor. She's not the best armored, but she does have some protection. Okay, her perks. She's fast, but she's compromising. This means higher caliber AP shells may overpenetrate the armor, but depending on the velocity, they may still arm. That means you could have a ship either have shells go straight through the armor, have no problem, or no damage done, or they may still hit certain areas and still detonate, still causing massive damage. The Tenryu was a high-speed light cruiser designed as a destroyer flotilla leader. Makes sense since she has the speed to keep up with destroyers. The ship was also carried a sufficiently powerful torpedo armament. You can see her torpedo armament there, before and after of the smokestacks, the funnels. They're triple mounts. So, ironically, she was the first of the Imperial Japanese Navy to be equipped with triple torpedo tubes. She entered service in 1919. She is a post-World War I ship, and there were 2 ships in her series. The next ship we have is the Wakatake. This is a destroyer. You unlock her by upgrading on the Tenryu almost to tier 3, and then you get access to the destroyers. I have not done... You gain access to the destroyers. I have not done much work with the destroyers. As you can see, the upgrades are still not there. She's still using the hull A, and basically she's factory fresh. Basically right out of the shipyard. No modifications whatsoever. Again, she's got high explosive shells, armor piercing shells, and torpedoes. Like the American destroyer, she has 3 consumables: damage control, smoke generator, engine boost, 5 boosters, and a camouflage. Her stats, her survivability is low. Like the American destroyer, it's low, but her health is a little bit lower than the American destroyer. Her armor is about the same though, 6 to 12 millimeters. Her artillery, she has only 3 120 millimeter cannons. Their effective firing range is 7.9 kilometers, 8 kilometers. Reload time is 10 seconds, so her reload time is slower than that of the cruiser. Her time to turn the guns 180 degrees is 20 seconds. Maximum HE damage is 1700. Fire setting chance is 7%. AP shell deals 2000 damage. Her torpedoes, she's got 2 centerline double tube 533 millimeter torpedo tubes. They have a reload time of 36 seconds, so they're fast. Turn time of 7 seconds. Maximum damage 9,225. Torpedo detectability is 1.2 kilometers. Torpedo range is 7.2 kilometers. Speed is 59 knots. Her AA defense with the hull A is, again, basic. She's got 2 single mount 6.5 millimeter machine guns. Her maneuverability, though, is excellent. Maximum speed as expected of a destroyer, 35 knots. Turning radius is 470 meters. Rudder shift time is 4 seconds. She's quick. Concealment is almost 100. That is practically perfect. Detectability range by sea, 5.2 kilometers. Firing main gun is 7.9. Ships on fire, 7.2, so 7 kilometers. Detectability by air is 2.7. Firing main gun is 5.1. Ship fire is 5.7. Guaranteed detectability range, both normal and when firing in smoke, is 2 kilometers. You practically have to be, again, right on top of her to see her. Both guaranteed and when in smoke. As you can see with her armor, like I said, I was not exaggerating, she is lightly armored. 6 to 14 millimeters in her armor group. But her armor does actually have some differences. The bottom, the fore end are 6 millimeters. Her deck plating is somewhat thicker at 12 inches. Her bottom ranges from 6 to 9 millimeters. Deck is 12 millimeters for the deck. Bottom is 6 to 9. Her superstructure armor is, again, light, both 6 millimeters. She relies on her maneuverability to survive. Her guns are 12 millimeters all around. They are, again, shielded turrets. They are shielded turrets, not fully encompassed, not fully contained turrets. Finally is her citadel. Her citadel, let's see, the athwart ship, that's the ends of the citadel are 6 millimeters. Her armor belt is 10 to 12 millimeters. Her deck is 10 to 12 millimeters. So yeah, she does have the armor where it counts, but still it's really not enough to do much. It's not really enough to do much. Overview, she's hidden. Yeah. Good concealment means the ship can get closer to enemies before being detected, but her aim is sluggish. Below average main battery traverse speed. Close quarter combat problematic. A small yet well-armed and very fast destroyer, she carries 533mm torpedoes with a better range than similar munitions used by potential rivals. The unconventional placement of her torpedo launchers allows her to fire from the bow sectors. That's basically thanks to this torpedo tube in the forward area between the forward bridge and the number 1 and the A position turret. Because of its unique positioning, it can actually fire pretty close to the bow. Some of the older destroyers, World War I destroyers, torpedo boats, they had straight fire tubes that could be fired in a straight line forward. This destroyer does not possess that ability, but it comes pretty darn close. She entered service in 1922. She is another post-World War I destroyer. Ships in service is 8. So there were 8 other ships in this class. Okay, as we did with the Americans, our first battle is going to be against the AI. We're going to be taking the cruiser out first. But first, let me take a look at my commanders, though. Make sure what's equipped is what I should use. With a basic AI, I don't know why I got no fly zone equipped. It just boosts the damage and the firing range of the AA. Let's see. Detects enemy torpedoes incoming. Increases chance of cruiser AG causing fire. Fortified, reduced damage. Could use that. Punch through. Cruiser's AP shell multiplier. Velocitus. Steer clear. Rudder shift time reduced. And fixated. Shell groupings. I do not have legendary, so let's see. Right through is the AP shell multiplier. Okay, that's good for now. Let's go ahead and take the Tenryu in. This will be our AA. This will be our AI match with it. Okay, the map is Cape Race. This is a base capture. We are in the upper area. We have a Wakeful and an Isokaze destroyer. The Isokaze is the Tier 3 Japanese destroyer. So we've got some Tier 3s in here, but we're mainly just destroyers and cruisers. Because the Tenryu can keep up well with the destroyers, we ought to be able to work a bit. Can switch to high explosive. We got a Kohlberg up ahead and a Shenyang. I'm gonna get over here in the smoke. Okay. Isukaze took out the enemy destroyer. Okay, looks like we hit somebody with our torpedo. We hit the Kohlberg. We just incapacitated the Kohlberg. And we have been spotted. Okay, we just got the Kohlberg. Okay, they only got 3 ships left. We just suffered our first loss. We lost the Wakeful. Okay, there goes the Wicks. Enemies lost enemies lost practically their whole team. All they got left is a Tenryu and a St. Louis. Yep, there we go. We won the match. Alright. Placed 3rd in the team. It's pretty darn good. Alright. Now we're going to go to the AI fight. Not AI, the versus other players. Now with the tier 2 and the standard, the matches are a bit hit and miss. You might have there might be some players playing it, or there might not be. I have actually, part of the video yesterday that was supposed to be with the Japanese that we got cut off was a partial match. The matchmaker in the game could only find 8 players doing tier 2, so we had basically 3 destroyers and a cruiser for each team. We still got our butts handed to us because the other team was using that broken destroyer, the one that basically the torpedoes are tactical nukes. Let's see. Okay, they got a division. Looks like it's 5 destroyers. We got 1 cruiser. We got 5 destroyers, 2 cruisers, battleship, and a carrier. They got 6 destroyers, 1 cruiser, and 1 battleship. Okay. Get out. Rule of thumb is to get out of the center of the map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the north. I'm going to be going with this group here, the Clemson, the Campbellton, and the and the Bogater. It's another cruiser. Hopefully, we don't get swamped. Okay, yeah, there's the carrier. They got torpedo planes up. Okay, it looks like he's just doing a reconnaissance pass. Okay, okay, we got a... Okay, yeah. He's no longer doing reconnaissance. Looks like he's trying to take some passes at us. Okay, yeah, he's targeting the Bogater. Yep, we just lost the Bogater. Okay, we gotta lead him a little bit more. Got him! Okay, Tenryu just took out the V-25. Well, one of them. Okay, we just incapacitated him. And we got a second kill. Second destroyer down. Our destroyer has basically looped the map. He's carrier hunting. That's what he's doing. Yeah, that's what our carrier's doing. That's what our destroyer's doing. He's carrier hunting. Okay, we've taken out 4 of the enemy's 6 destroyers. They still got their cruiser, their battleship, and their carrier. With carriers, it's a bit of a hunting. With carriers, it's a bit of a hunting game. They do move. Uh-oh. There he is, the Farang. He's way up there. And he just took out our battleship. Yep, the Farang just took out our carrier.
全艦目標に攻撃を集中せよ。 援護が必要だ。
Okay, Campbellton just took out the enemy carrier. So, both sides have lost their carriers. All this, we've lost our battleship, but okay, yeah, there's the battleship and the St. Louis. Looks like the Foirong had fired torpedoes at us. Okay, I'm gonna try and make a run at the Ishizuchi. See if I can't get my torpedoes on him. Yep, we're dead. Yep, we got hit. Yeah, we got took out by the St. Louis. That was actually pretty good. We got 2 kills. We torpedoed the big guy. Okay, we've got 4 destroyers left. They have only their cruiser and their battleship left. And neither of them have torpedoes. I think the cruiser would be the bigger threat because the cruiser's got fast reload, and it's the St. Louis, so she's basically the mechanical embodiment of the Second Amendment. She has got 32 cannons as compared to the Ishizuchi. The Ishizuchi's got thick armor, so it can turn cannon shells, but battleships have a high reload time, like close to 20 seconds. So she can only fire her main gun every so often. She would probably rely on her secondaries for destroyers. Yeah, looks like the St. Louis is gonna. Yeah, the St. Louis just took out the Wakatake there. Okay, we got a Clemson coming in. Yep, Ishizuchi's stern main gun's fired, so I don't know if he's still got his... Oh, yep, the St. Louis is firing. See what I mean about the St. Louis being the bigger threat? Oh, and we captured the base, so we win the game anyway. It doesn't matter if I got sunk or how many of our ships they sunk. As long as we capture the base, that's the game. Let's see. Hey! We actually scored first place in the team. How about that? Of course, we didn't get any medals, but I mean, hey, we did good. We did darn good. Okay. Back to AI. The next battle will be the Wakatake. This is the destroyer. And remember, she's only got 3 cannons and her torpedoes. That's really all she's got going for, and her agility and her stealth. A good destroyer player can make use of the stealth and the torpedoes and the smokescreen. I am not a good destroyer player. I am average when it comes to destroyers. I do my best work with cruisers and carriers. I don't have the patience for battleships, and I do not have the tenacity required for destroyers. Again, this is to capture the map. Okay, we got 3 destroyers, 4 cruisers, and 2 battleships. We're going to automatically switch to armor piercing, see how those work out. Because, I mean, what, the more damage I can do, the better. Let the whistle go. Sounds more like a steam locomotive than a ship's horn, but well, that's the destroyers for you. Okay, the group I'm a part of, I got a Phoenix and a Gongut. The Phoenix is the American Tier 3 cruiser, and the Gongut is the Tier 3 Russian dreadnought. It is the first Russian battleship you get. Okay. I'm getting indications that the closest ship may be this way. Yep, looks like Svetlana. That's the Tier 2. That's the Tier 3 Russian. Okay, and we got the Bogater. Yeah, our cannon just bounced off of him. All stations requesting fire on designated target. Gotta maneuver, gotta maneuver, gotta maneuver. Come on. Oh, well, someone else got him. But I'm gonna give him a parting shot. Man, the Phoenix just took out the Svetlana. We've got 16 seconds before the cannons reload. Uh, 16 seconds before the torpedoes reload, I mean. Someone gonna get her, or... Yep, Gongut got her. Okay, I might be able... Okay, I don't know who deployed this smoke here. I don't know who deployed that smoke, but it wasn't me. Okay. As you can see, the Wakatake speed is a lot better than stated. This is because this is because I activated engine boost. If you activate engine boost, the top speed goes from what did I say it was, 33 knots. We're going practically 40 knots, and we've started capturing the enemy base. She does stop on a dime though. Okay, and we got the Phoenix coming in to assist with the capture. Gangut is still all the way over there, and the Karlsruhe is over there. And we've got the Wyoming and the St. Louis there. Okay, with the cruiser entering the ring, we now have only a minute and 15 seconds to the base capture. Now, normally with players, if you start capturing the base, if there's enough of them, they're gonna break net. They're gonna haul ass to try and stop you. AI, they really don't do that much. They're basically objective fixated. The objective is to capture the base. They're gonna head for the base, even if even if he's the only one left. We've got 40 seconds to base capture. Kaiser's probably not gonna last that long. But then again, it's the German battleship, the German Tier 3 battleship. Those things are ironclad. They can take one hell of a punishment. Those things are ironclad, and they can take punishment. They can take a beating. Trust me, I know. The German battleships are actually the only battleships I've actually played and actually like. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We win. And we got the assisted and capture ribbon. Okay, so we got some experience, some global experience, commander experience, and some pretty good credits. We placed third in our team, which is pretty good. We didn't get any kills, but hey, we captured the base. That's something. Okay, let's take a look at the upgrades, see if we've gotten some. Okay, we do. Okay. The upgrades available. Wakatake Hull B, we gain an extra AA mount, rudder shift time is reduced, health is increased. Hit points are increased. Torpedoes, they change to the Type 43. The maximum damage that they can do goes up to 9904, and the targeting system increases our range. Well, I've got the global XP, so I'm gonna bend the rules. I'm gonna bend the rules a little bit. I'm gonna use the global EXP to unlock my upgrade slots, and I'm gonna basically overhaul this thing. And now we are halfway to the Tier 3 destroyer. Okay, so the next match is against Standard. Before I begin, I didn't check this earlier. Let's see, Hull Crusher increases torpedo damage, subsurface venture, torpedo speed plus 2 knots, torpedo relaunch time minus, main battery reload time plus 5%. Look at me now, increases detectability. Let's see, perceptive, incoming damage to your destroyer is negated, torpedo detectability range is increased. Let's see. Smoke on the water increases deployment time. And then the legendaries, but we're not going to do the legendaries at the moment. So yeah, the skills are what we need. Alright. let's take the Wakatake out for a spin, shall we? And this is the PvP this is the PvP mode, player versus player. All right, here we go. Now for the wait. Do you like the snow? Okay, the map is Polar and Domination. So, yeah, icebergs right ahead. Okay, this is a reduced team. We've got 5 destroyers against 5 destroyers and 2 cruisers. I guess the matchmaker couldn't find that many people. Still, destroyers can use the icebergs as cover and can also use them to set up ambushes. But this is actually capture bases, A, B, and C. So this is going to be a points battle. We got a Tenryu and a Wix with us here. I'm gonna lock the guns to starboard. That way, if I'm coming to an enemy and he's starboard of me, I can bring my guns. I can just let my guns go. But otherwise, I don't want them swiveling around because, like I said, the traverse speed sucks. Okay, we're getting alerts. Okay, we got. Oh yeah, we've been spotted. Okay, we got a defended point. Oh yeah, he's and we were destroyed before I could get my torpedoes off. Well, okay. Yeah, well, that's one of the things that can happen in a game like this. It happens. Yep, that's the Ensign Gabold. That is the broken destroyer I was telling you about. At the time of this recording, the torpedoes are practically tactical nukes in and of themselves. So they're working on trying to they're working on basically trying to nerf those torpedoes. But yeah. Well, anyway. That was the tier 2 Japanese ships. Tomorrow I should be doing the British next. Hang on a minute. Let me check, see the next flag. Yeah, the next ship. Yeah, the next tech tree is the English or British or United Kingdom. United Kingdom is actually special. They do have a premium destroyer. That is the Campbellton, but you unlock the Campbellton by completing the tutorial of the Bureau. That is your research and development wing. Basically, you get all sorts of special ships for the completion of the Bureau. Anyway, the next time will be the British, but I will not be using the Campbellton. I am going for tech tree only, not premium. So these are ships that you have to earn via experience and going through battles. Alrighty then. Well, I hope y'all enjoy this video. Please please like and subscribe, and don't be afraid to drop a comment if you like the video. If you let me know what you want to see, and I'll see if I can't do it. Alrighty. Y'all take care now, you hear?